Hello, people of the internet. You voted, and I made. Maybe not exactly what you voted for, but it's a Chucky. Hello. So, this week, in our last week's poll, everybody voted for a horror character theme, person, character. You know what I mean. Anyways, y'all voted for it, and I decided what kind of version that I was going to make. And I feel like anybody that did vote in this was not expecting this. A mermaid Chucky, which I've had this pattern for probably over like a year now. I think I got it last year, and I was like last Halloween, and I was like, oh my god, I love this guy, or this mermaid, whatever gender you want to put it as, you can. But yeah, absolutely love, and like, well, I can't get over it. I'm super happy with the way that it turned out. And I know my eyelashes aren't exactly perfectly even, but I feel like it's really suiting. So this pattern, just before I get too far into it, is the Slasher Mermaids pattern from Mama's Creation Crochet. Melanie Merley. I'll put all the information up on this side. But yeah, so it's the Slasher Mermaids. It's a 5-in-1 editing Carla here. So I'm making a correction. The octopus pattern is actually from Blue Rabbit Toys. That's the base pattern, and then the modifications are from Mama's Creation Crochet. Just so you know, because in the pattern there is also, I didn't get time to make it this week, but in the pattern there is also a little squid. No, it's not a squid. Jellyfish. It's a jellyfish that goes along with it. I'll put the picture of the pattern over here in the white space, so you can see. So this is the picture from the pattern, not anything that I made, but picture with the pattern, but not the pattern posted, of course, because I wouldn't do that to anybody, but just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I cannot wait to make some of these other patterns. There's a a zombie one, and there's a Nightmare Before Christmas one. There is a Pennywise one, a new Pennywise, not old Pennywise. It's a gray suit thing. Super dope looking. I'm really excited. And then there's also I believe it's a Beetlejuice one. And each of them have a accompanying jellyfish that goes along with it, and it's super cute. I do also want to make the jellyfish that matches the Chucky mermaid. But yeah, so this pattern, it probably took me about about 5 or 6 hours or so to make this guy, because it was doing an hour or so, maybe a little bit more each night, give or take. But yeah, so all the hair, I know where my camera is. All the hair is hooked in and stuff. It's I had so much fun making this. It was awesome. The pattern, sorry, I'm looking down at my phone so I can see. The pattern itself is very well written. There was a few spots that I did get a little lost on, and I wish that there was a few more pictures. And also, one of the things, but I think this is definitely me. This is not a reflection on how this person writes the patterns or anything. It's just what I'm used to. It messed me up every single time because they wrote stitch in next stitch. Sorry if you hear that, it's just Director Pugsley trying to get in to tell me that I'm doing this wrong. But yeah, so they wrote like NX for like next stitch, which yes, when I break it down like that, it makes sense. But when I was reading the pattern quickly, it messed me up each time because I'm not used to seeing that in patterns, and it's totally just the way that the person writes their patterns, and there's not anything wrong with that. It was just how I'm used to seeing patterns, and it just like confused me a little bit for a while. And like every once in a while I'd be like, what's this NX? I don't understand. Which again, I probably should. And like, you know, sometimes when you're crocheting at night and it's 11 o'clock at night and you're like, but I just need this like 4 more rows and then I'm done. Simpler is better. Anyways, but yeah, so I think that was really like my only gripe. Oh, and then the other thing was originally in the pattern, it has like a bandeau bra thing. If anybody's old and remembers the bandeau bras, or maybe there's still a thing. I remember they were huge when I was a teenager / early young adult. But anyways, I decided that this needed the sweater. So I Googled what Chucky's sweater looked like and matched the colors as best as I could. And I'm really happy. You can see it better from the back. I'm really happy with the way that the pattern worked out. Yeah, so I made the sweater instead of just the little, because in the pattern it has just like a little bandeau bra, which is really cute. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. It's awesome. It read more Chucky to me with the sweater. You know, that is what it is. The other thing that I added to it was Spider Dad said that it needed buttons. So I like quickly like felt needled some buttons in. But yeah, I super love how they like made the little overall thing like super awesome, super easy to do. Really, like, that was one of the things that was well documented in the pattern, so that made me really happy that like everything was laid out. So like that was awesome. Definitely one of the things that I really liked about it. Their mouth is a little bit creepier than the way that I made this mouth, because theirs like doesn't connect in the center or like at the bottom, whereas I accidentally made it connect. Sorry for that. I accidentally made it connect, but I like it. And like the little nose is a little stitch in the pattern, which is awesome. And yeah, and then like attaching the eyelashes, because you attach the eyelashes with just like yarn. And then the arms have little, sorry, I keep going the wrong way. The arms have little thumb bits. Like there's a little thumb. So adorably cute. So that's definitely something that you want to watch out with when you're like attaching the arms, is just to make sure that the thumbs go out so that they can give you a thumbs up and not a thumbs down. I mean, unless that's what you're going for, then right on. Hair was super easy to do. I just attached it all and then just gave it a little cleanup. So it has some layers. I keep saying she, but either gender, whatever you want, or no gender, it's up to you. But yeah, so just like nicely layered back. There is like a good scar in the top of the head. And yeah, overall really fun. I think this was a me issue. I did run into some issues with connecting the neck. I think if I were to do it again, I would add, sorry, I keep going the wrong way. I would make the neck part just a wee bit longer, like do like one or so row more, which I did actually add in a couple more rows in the neck, just because I was trying to make sure that the sweater, like the sweater things like lined up, which again, it was me because I went rogue from what the pattern was. So that's a me issue. But if you don't, then everything will line up and you won't have an issue because everything is going to be like whatever your base color is. But I would definitely suggest for like the neck area, maybe to do like one or two rows more and then just make sure that you like really add in the stuffing as you should normally do whenever you're attaching a neck piece. Anything else that I needed to add? Oh yeah, so the other thing too is it's been a long time since I've worked with acrylic yarn, and I've never, or well, not I've never, but it's been a while since I've worked with acrylic yarn to make like an amigurumi or plushie or whatever you want to call it. And I've always been like, oh, they don't look as good with like just the acrylic yarn. But it was a really nice change, like getting up off of the couch without just being covered in fluff, which I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like I love how the Chanel and the fluffy yarn and stuff like looks and like makes adorable creations. But there is something nice about not being covered in fluff after you finish a project. This was very fluff free. A little bit of fluff, but like pretty much none. So that was also really nice. Anything else that I have to say? Oh yeah. If you're seeing this and would like to come and hang out with us, we have a market this coming weekend on August 3rd and 4th. It's the Vancouver Pride Market. So myself and Amber, my business partner, will be there, and we will be selling cute guys like this. We will also have earrings, which I'm not wearing because, you know, that would involve planning things. Spooky earrings, insert here, and we'll also have some really awesome rear view mirror, like dangly felt creation guys. Some spooky, some not so spooky. Just depends on what you're looking for. Some summery awesomeness. She has some amazing ones that she's worked on. Also ornaments and whatever else you want to make. But yeah, come on down and see us. We are at, it's by the, if you're in the BC Vancouver area, it's over by Science World, and there's like a whole bunch of vendors. So if you want to check out a market this weekend for the long weekend, come see us and we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.